Before I go on the game, the atmosphere that we all got to experience today doesn't happen without the work of a lot of people. That's NCAA, that's our athletic director, Kyle George, and so many different people. Mayor Reeves, and I'll try not to go down a laundry list, but there are a bunch of people that stepped up to make this happen. Now, on the flip side of that, we certainly appreciate the Trojan fans for what they did today, but they have a lot more work to do tomorrow, and I know that they will. But in terms of the game, I think the important things that you see when you cross-check the box score, no walks from a pitching perspective. Generally speaking, that's going to put you in a good position. All three guys were really, really good, did what they needed to do. I was very proud of Stubbs settling in, started to get his shoulders level, got his pitches on time, got the proper angles. I know I'm nerd pitching talking on that, but that's what happened. And Crossfell was really good. Matt did what we needed him to do there in the last inning, and we certainly believe in him, and he'll probably touch the rock again. Offensively, the Drew swing in the second that had a little RPF magic off the wire, and we talked about that when we got to practice Wednesday. There might be some weird. Hopefully there's some more weird left, but he smoked that ball. We had certainly production again from the bottom. Cody was really good. Steve, I thought, had outstanding at-bats, was on time and on plane. Blake just missed a couple. I liked what we saw there. Hopefully he saved a couple bullets in the chamber. And then obviously this guy was incredible again and did a great job in those at-bats, resetting. I believe both of them a timeout. So, they only give us 3 of those, so we can't do it every one. But certainly it worked out well there. And pretty cool scene. I actually saw a video right before I came up here of Doubles Alley in complete pandemonium. It felt like a party of all parties when his ball landed out there. So pretty cool. But all that being said, work is not done. We're enjoying this thing. Coaches till 8 and players till 9, and then we'll reset and edge ourselves the way that we need to for tomorrow.
If you have questions, please raise your hand. Lindsay.
Lindsay Bonner, WAKA. This is for coach and players. How do you guys kind of not get too high and stay kind of level-headed headed into tomorrow?
I'll just yell at them if I need to. No, I mean, look, we've been through everything. These guys know it, and sometimes when people say those things, it is cliche, and I'm not giving you a cliche. Like, just go to TroyTrojans.com, go to our schedule, and go box score diving, and you'd be like, ooh, okay, he's not lying. And so we respect that. We understand that this sport has less control than any other sport. The one thing we can control is our focus, our effort, and our mind. And the other aspect that we talk about, the 4-letter word we're talking about, is edge. And we have to maintain that. And I know that we are going to do that. And then the results will follow from that.
Maxwell.
Max Johnson yesterday today, man. Just this environment. I mean, after you that second home run, it was just insane. Can you guys talk about it? And then Drew, obviously being a local guy, what does it mean to see Troy baseball right now? I guess be the center of the baseball universe.
Yeah, I mean it's everything you dream of. Being from here and growing up watching games every weekend. I mean you can't even put into words what that environment just was. I mean it's unreal to play behind, and I'd love it every game. I mean it was awesome.
The fans, when they get behind us, I mean, we absolutely love it, and I've never seen a crowd, with that many of our fans out there ever. And we play our best ball when we're in those type of environments, and we just want them to keep on showing up like that every time.
Sarah Simpson with WTBY. At what moment did it feel like you guys were just playing at home instead of a postseason game? Because I felt like there was a kind of a shift in the play there. So what was like?
The back-to-back homers when the crowd started just losing their mind. I know I felt like I was at home.
Yeah, I'd say when we took the lead. He mentioned it to us in the huddle after the game that that first inning it felt a little weird, and we had to take 15 seconds just to take our breath and control ourselves. And I feel like when we went up 2-1 in that second inning, we were like, all right, this is what we've been doing for the past 2 weeks.
Stuart Bradley, WSFA. Dave, the people have bequeathed you the nickname of Dave Drew. And you absolutely lived up to that name today. Obviously, 2 homers, that grand slam in the 8th, 6 RBIs. Just talk about just seeing the ball where you have, being on this hot streak and doing it in front of what has been reported 6,000 plus people.
Yeah, I think it's just being confident and not trying to do too much. Like both of my meetings or timeouts that I had with Coach Ben, he's just in there telling me, you like you don't need to do too much, simplify, don't overswing, and I would also pay tribute to God. He helps me. I pray to him every single day before every game. He helps me a lot. So.
Maya Kitchens with WSFA. Jabe, I want to ask you, when you hit the grand slam, I feel like people in the crowd knew immediately, but can you just kind of walk us through what that felt like in that moment?
Well, when I hit it, I thought it was gone, and then I saw the outfielder give up and then start running after it some more. And I was like, "Oh, that might not leave, and I need to get out the box a little bit." And when I saw it go out, I'm looking out into Doubles Alley, and there are people throwing, I don't know what beverages, and their shirts are off, and they're
I
going
do.
crazy. It was awesome. It was an amazing feeling.
At Ben Whitehead, the Trojan Wall. Coach Mead, we've talked a lot about the offensive production, but what can you tell me about how the defense responded, especially early on, going down into 1-0 hole, particularly Houston Markham making some wild, crazy plays out in right field?
Yeah, really proud. I mean, there was a time where we didn't have him in right. Just being transparent with you guys, but things happen and confidence gets ingrained in the brain, and he's done really well. And today was his finest defensive day, and it shows just what a explosive and capable athlete he is when he's taking proper angles and comfortable in the position in which he is. And I know AP had a couple plays not go his way, but I mean, I think he's been playing so tremendous. I think it shows what he's about when there was that hard kind of whopper chopper to that 6-hole with a runner on first, 1 out. And that was not a simple play. He had to actually give like a little bit of a quasi leap to it, and he just ripped it to Darnell, and Darnell was smart to go into a stretch. It wasn't going to be a double play turned on Cano in that, but that's just the kind of baseball plays that you have to make, and these environments to keep stacking the next out so that you can get to the next pitch. But I know that we ended up, I guess, with 2 errors, but I really did think that outfield had good first steps. I thought Jimmy received the baseball well. Pitchers did some PFP well, which I'm certainly a fan of because it's not how it always looks in practice, but it was really good today.
Scholar, over 6,000 people here. A lot of them here for the first time, most likely, and you guys really showed out. What can that do for your program? I mean, you got to figure they had a good time while they're here. Most likely able to come back. That puts you in a pretty good spot, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the numbers are totally accurate. I know that we have to abide by town and city ordinances, so I don't know if we just went ahead and stopped and said, yeah, that sounds like a good number, and more got in. I don't know. The videos I've seen, it certainly looked like a lot of people, and I'm sure there'll be more tomorrow. I mean, it's a Saturday. I don't know if anyone's going to be working anywhere around here. So, but it's just, look, you have to believe in all things. And we've talked about this, these scenarios. And I don't even mean necessarily in the conversations I've had a lot of times was, when Brent Jones and Dr. Hawkins, hired me, we talked about this. I mean, I was talking to our former AD this morning about it. He was, talking about some text that we had shared in July of 21 referring to such a thing. And so you just have to believe in with belief. And I think our guys have done this in their play, right? They believed sometimes that they're better than what their production is, which is the key to success. But as a program, and I know that I get to be the Pied Piper. I mean, I'm the head coach, right? So you are the one speaking of it, but I believe everything that I've said that we are attempting to do. It doesn't mean we're going to do it. It doesn't mean it. But I'm dead serious, and so this is the type of thing that you dream to have and a day you dream to have. But guess what? We'll sleep, we'll have dreams tonight, and we'll get an opportunity to do it tomorrow. And that's the beauty of this game.
Lindsay Bonner, WAKA. We talked earlier this week, and you kind of just alluded to it right there, the vision. Did the atmosphere and the game today kind of live up to the vision that you had in your mind at this moment?
Yes, it felt very, as I've said, I may have said to you in our deal, it felt very Hornets Nest, very Woodstock 99. Like it had unbelievable vibes. I commend, even aside from today, there's some things we've talked about with, Trojan fans about, the 2-strike clap and the right time to kind of juice, just as, at least that's how I phrase it, just kind of juice up. And I thought they were on cue, throughout the duration of the game. And you have to, as a fan, like I've been a fan probably at as many sporting events as I've been a coach. Sometimes as a fan, you got to pick your moment too, right? To help push your team over the edge. That's the benefit of being the home team. That's why mathematically it's good to be a home team. And so I was certainly thrilled that they came and brought their A effort. But I'm going to give an A because I think they have an A+ in them tomorrow.
Anybody else?
Coach Alfred Esmond, World Baseball Network. One guy not up here is Steven, who had a 3-hit day and scored 3 runs. He's been great here during his time in Troy. Talk about just to have his presence this postseason and to have a game like that.
I kind of alluded to it in my non-pitch pitch a couple weeks ago. We did not play good when Steve was unable to play. We were 2-7 when he missed, and I think at the time, Steve's an awesome player. That's a super talented, explosive kid who can thump you 430. He can run a 6.5. He can go and get it. And there's a lot of things he brings to the table as a baseball player. But he's just a steadying influence that helps us positionally, helps us in the middle of the lineup. And he's left-handed, and left-handed is awesome. And so it keeps us lengthened out. And I think once he returned and kind of got back to being the best version of Steve, which I do think we're seeing the best version, as you alluded to, but he's just a dynamic player, and I like that he's just staying ultra simple in his approach each and every at-bat.